and welcome to the Chrisney Glam channel, where you can find makeup tips, product reviews, and everything beauty. If that is something that you like, then you're in the right spot. So make sure to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell so that you can become part of the Chrisney Glam fam. So in today's video, we are going to be doing a drugstore makeup tutorial, and the best part, you guys, is everything is under $10. So if you want to see how I achieve this look with just drugstore products, then make sure that you stay and chill, grab yourself a drink, some munchies, and let's get right into it. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. All of the products that I'm going to be mentioning to you today are going to be $10 or less. So they are super affordable, and I'm going to be trying them on. That way you can see exactly how good they work. All right, so anytime that I start off my makeup routine, I like to moisturize my lips. So we're going to go ahead and start off with this Milani Green Goddess Lip Balm. This retails for $9.99. I love how soft and moisturizing it is on the lips, and it does go on green. But the cool thing about it is that it actually reacts to your natural pH. So it's going to go from green to like that your perfect pink shade. All right, so the lips are nice and moisturized. So now we can jump right into the eyebrows. So for eyebrows today, I do have two different options from e.l.f. This top one right here is the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, and it is $5. And the bottom one right here is going to be the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil, $2. All right, so they both come with the spoolie on the other side. And what I like about this one, it has a very thin pencil, which is awesome, so that you can draw out your eyebrow. And then this other one is going to be a little bit thicker, so I like this one to kind of fill in the eyebrows after they're drawn out. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with the Ultra Precise Pencil, and this one is in the shade Auburn. So I'm just going to lightly start drawing out my eyebrow, and then I'll go in and fill it with the other eyebrow pencil. And I love when eyebrow pencils have the spoolie on the other side, because I feel like it's just so convenient. So eyebrows, I feel like, are my biggest challenge, because I feel like one eyebrow always goes higher than the other, or one looks fuller than the other. So now I just go in and I just fill in my brows based on what I outlined. And this particular eyebrow pencil, it's like waxy, but it's not like super waxy to where you can't control the pigment that's coming out. All right, and that's as good as they're gonna get, because guess what? These girls are sisters, not twins. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl HD Pro Concealer, and this has a retail value of $4.99. And I like to use this to carve out my brows, because it has this little brush tip here, which makes it really, really easy to be precise under the eyebrow. And I'm gonna be carving them out and then pulling the product down into the eyelid space. And then when you go to do the top, you want to blend it upward. That way, when you go in with the foundation, it'll cover the concealer. All right, so now that the eyebrows are done, we're gonna go straight into the eyeshadow. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and prime the eyelid with this e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer, and this retails for $5. And I'm gonna go ahead and work this all over the eyelid. And I like this putty primer because it has a little bit of a tackiness to it, so it's going to help the eyeshadows stay on longer. And remember that if you use a primer or a base before you go on with your eyeshadow, it will make the colors stand out a little bit better as well. For eyeshadow today, I'm going to be going in with this e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow. This retails for $3. And you guys, I've never tried these before, so I'm actually really excited to see what the hype is all about, because I've heard really, really good things about this. I did swatch them and they seem to be very pigmented, so let's go ahead and go right in and see just how pigmented she is. I think I want to do a halo look today, and I'm just gonna pack this color on. I'm not going to blend it as of yet. I just want to pack it on the lid. And I did go in with this blue shade right here. This blue is really pretty. It's pigmented. Hey, for $3, this is actually a good deal. And I like the size. The size is so compact and travel friendly. So I really, really like that. I'm gonna take a small crease brush and I'm just gonna start kind of blowing this blue out. And this is actually blending really nicely, you guys. So I would definitely recommend this for $3. All right, so now that I have that buffed out, now I want to go into this shade right here, which is kind of like it's kind of like a reddish brown, has like a reddish undertone. So I'm gonna go in with that shade and I'm gonna start here and start blending in and then upwards, right into the brow bone. That is actually transitioning and blending very well together. Do you guys see how seamlessly this is blending? Like, this is very impressive for $3. e.l.f. always comes through with the bomb product, always. I feel like they never disappoint. We're gonna go ahead and cut the crease. And to cut the crease, I'm gonna go in with this Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas, and it retails for $7. And this is in the shade Create. And this is what we're gonna use to cut the crease. But first, I'm gonna go in with a Q-tip and I'm gonna outline where I'm cutting the crease before I actually go in. And this is just a little trick that I like to use just so that I have a little bit of a cleaner cut crease. And I do have micellar water on the tip of the Q-tip, which is what's helping me to outline the crease. All right, so you see, so now we have the perfect outline of where we're going to be cutting the crease. So now we're going to go in with the cut crease canvas and we're going to go ahead and place some right in the center. You don't want to put a lot because it's better to start with a little and build up than to put on a lot of product and then it's going to be a lot harder for you to blend out. I'm going to go ahead and grab a flat concealer brush and I'm just going to start moving that product on the eyelid by patting it. I'm not gonna drag it. I'm gonna just start patting it everywhere that we cut already with the Q-tip. All right, so that's pretty much where I want it to be. So now to blend the edges, I'm just gonna lightly start patting and blending them in together. And what it's gonna do is that it's gonna create like a nice little gradient. If you guys want me to do a video on a cut crease tutorial, comment down below in the comments because I do not mind doing that for you guys. All right, I really like the way that came out, guys. So for the lid, I'm gonna go in with this lighter shade right here and I'm just gonna pack it all over that lid space. All right, so I feel like I want to darken up that outer corner a little bit, so I'm gonna go back in with that blue shade and I'm just gonna deepen that up a little bit more. I was originally gonna use the Milani Eye Tech Extreme eyeliner, but I think instead we're gonna go with the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, and this one is in the shade dark brown because I think I want to do a chocolate brown liner with this look. This liner retails for $3.99. It has like a little brush at the end. It's really, really tiny. And I personally prefer a felt tip, but this one, because it's so thin, it's actually pretty good. Ooh, I really like that chocolate brown liner. It's really pretty. And I just messed up that inner corner. She is thick, but hopefully the lash will take care of that. So we're gonna go in with a little angled brush and I'm going to clean her up, and now she's on point. All right, so let's move on to lashes. For lashes, I'm gonna go in with the Dollar Lash Club lashes in the style Robin, and these are $5 on their website. I will leave the link down below for you guys, and if you use my code, you can also save an extra 15% off. So definitely jump on that because your girl is hooking you up. For lash glue, I'm gonna be going in with the Kiss Lash Adhesive. And I love this because it not only is it latex free, but it has aloe as well, and it does dry out clear. So I'm just gonna place this on the band, and you do want to make sure that you let those dry for at least a minute. That way they're tacky, and it'll be a lot easier for you to place them. So while those dry a little bit, I'm gonna go in with my eyelash curler, and this curler is also from Lash Club, and I think it's like $7. Don't quote me on that one because I don't remember the price off the top of my head, but it might be like, I think it's like $7 to be honest with you. Maybe 5, I don't know. It's cheap though, and you can also use the 15% off on that as well. So definitely check out their website because they have a lot of different styles to choose from, and not only that, but their prices are awesome, and the lashes are actually really good quality. So definitely check them out. All right, so I think she is dry enough, so I'm gonna go right in and place, oops, I almost forgot, put my little bit of glue in the inner corner. I cannot put on lashes without doing that little trick. No, no, no. It'll be a disaster. All right, now to finish up the eye, I'm gonna go with the Rimmel Wonderlash Waterproof Mascara, and this retails for about $8.99. So I'm gonna use this to coat the lashes together, and that way they are meshed together. And I will put some mascara on the lower lash line once we're done with the rest of the face. So now I'm gonna go ahead and finish my other ojo off camera, and I'll be right back. All right, so I am back. The eyes are done, and I am really liking the way this eye look turned out, you guys. And for $3, yes, you need to go pick her up because she needs to be in your collection. So let's go ahead and get started on the face. So for primer today, I want to go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and this retails for $8. Love this guy. So I like to concentrate it on my T-zone, which is where the majority of my pores are. This guy does a really good job at minimizing the pores, and I feel like it really just settles into the pores and fills them in. e.l.f., you guys, has so many different primers that you can choose from. No matter what kind of skin type you are, you can find a really good primer with e.l.f. For foundation, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation, and this retails for $6, and it is an oil-free formula with like a semi-matte finish, which is why I feel like this particular foundation is really good for year-round. It does come in a pump, which I love. I feel like a pump is always so much easier. I have such bad breakout around this area right now, guys. I don't know what is happening with my skin. All right, so I'm gonna go in with this Real Techniques beauty sponge, and the Real Techniques sponges, I believe they retail for about anywhere between $5.99 to $8.99, and these are actually my favorite beauty sponges to use. You guys see how pretty the finish of this foundation is? It almost gives you like a little bit of like a shimmer. All right, so this is definitely a buildable coverage, and I am more of a full coverage kind of girl, so I'm definitely going to be going in with another layer. Now, when you first apply it, it gives you a nice, pretty glow. And then when it starts to dry, you're going to notice that it's going to start drying matte on you, but not like a drying matte. All right, so for concealer, we're going to go in with my favorite, which is going to be the e.l.f. Hydrating Camel Concealer. And this retails for $6, and this is in the shade Medium Golden, and this concealer, you guys, is full coverage. So if you like yourself a nice hydrating full coverage concealer, she is your girl. All right, I'm gonna go in with that same beauty sponge, and I'm just gonna start blending out that concealer, and she blends like a dream. All right, so now for bronzer, I do want to go in with this Milani Cream to Powder Foundation, and this retails for $9.99. It is a little bit on the reddish side, but I have used it before, so I feel like I can definitely make it work. So now we're gonna go ahead and set the under eye. For the under eye, I always like to go with something a little bit brighter and more towards like a yellow tone to brighten up the under area. So I really like this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder. And this retails for $5.99. And I'm just going to lightly pat that on my under eye to set. I'm also gonna drag it down to the sides of my nose because those are the areas that become very oily. So I always like to make sure that I set there as well. And I don't like to necessarily bake under my eye because my under eye tends to be a little bit more on the dry side. So I just like to set it and keep it moving. We don't want to bake under there. So to set the rest of the face, we're gonna go in with the OG, which is my all-time favorite. It is going to be the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder, and this one is translucent. And it retails for about $5.99. You can get it at Walmart for like $5.99. And this particular powder is the powder that I like to set the rest of my face with, and I also like to bake a little bit with this powder as well. A little bit more on the forehead. To set that cream contour that I did, I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer, and this is about $5.99. And you guys, don't sleep on Wet n Wild. They have good bronzers, they have good highlighters. Their foundation is bomb. Their dewy foundation is bomb. Like, Wet n Wild has really good products as well. So now we're ready to put on some blush, and I'm gonna go in with the Milani Rose Powder Blush, and this one retails for $9. Look how pretty that is. It's like carved out in the shape of a rose, and it's so pretty. Milani is another brand that I feel like a lot of people sleep on. Milani has awesome products too. They also have a great foundation. Their lip products are bomb, and they also have some of the best lip liners out there as well. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and dust off all of this bake, because if I leave it on for too long, it's gonna leave a white cast, and that is not cute at all. All right, so before we finish the face, I want to go back in and finish my eyes. I'm going to go in with the same eyeshadow palette, but I want to go into the lower lash line and kind of smoke that out. I'm going to take a brush and just start stamping it, that blue color, onto the lower lash line. We're going to do the same thing on this eye. And I know that it looks a little bit harsh, you guys, but I'm going to go in with that brown and we're going to smoke it out. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with the Rimmel mascara into the bottom lash line just to kind of make that bottom lash pop a little bit. So now that the eyes are done, before we finish off with a lipstick and highlighter, we are going to set. So where is my setting spray? I'm gonna go ahead and spray this all over my face. I always like to put on my setting spray before I go in with my highlighter, because I feel like then it's like, ooh, girl, there she is. All right, so for highlighter, we're gonna go in with the Wet n Wild. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighter, and it retails for $5.99. And this shade that I'm gonna be going in with today is called Awesome Blossom. And these for $5.99, let me just show you something. Look at that. That's insane. We're gonna highlight right here. Let's hit it on the Cupid's bow real quick. And I think I also wanna highlight my brow bone with this highlighter. So I'm gonna go in and highlight the brow bone as well. Look at that highlighter. If that's not a good drugstore highlighter, then I don't know what is. Last but not least, we're gonna go in with some lippy products. And actually, wait a minute. I didn't even put anything in my waterline. Let me put something in my waterline. All right, so I'm gonna go in with this LA Girl Cosmetics gel liner, and it looks like so. Because I forgot to put eyeliner in my bottom waterline. I don't know off the top of my head how much this eyeliner is. Right, so for the lips, I'm gonna be going in with two Milani products, And these actually came together in a little pack. It was like a special edition of salt and pepper, and it was $11.99. So the lipstick is in the shade Shoot, and this is like a really pretty brown shade for the fall. So I'm gonna go in with this color. And their color statement matte lipstick line is actually only $5.99, and this lip liner is part of their understatement lip liners, and I believe they are also $5.99. All right, so now we're gonna go in with the lipstick. Yes. Ooh, I really like this color. I think it goes really well with the look. I definitely want to lighten up this lip, so I'm gonna go in with this Juvia's Place matte lipstick, and this is the shade Mademoiselle. Now I know that you can only find this at Ulta, but this is in the drugstore aisles at Ulta, so technically we can consider it drugstore brand. Yes, much better. Okay, so that lined it up, and I like that a lot better. We're just gonna go ahead and set the face one more time. All right, so that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed my drugstore makeup tutorial. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any uploads. And of course, comment down below, guys. Let me know if there's any products that I mentioned that you guys absolutely love, or if there's any products that I talked about that you're gonna try out because you saw how awesome they were. So that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.